Hey, we are live in the place to be. Did you guys miss us? Anybody miss us?
Of course they did. Hey, Shawty, guess what day it is?
What day is it?
Hump Day with the Harts.
Yay! And we got it right. I can't remember when's the last time we did a Hump Day with the Harts. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But so that's the topic of tonight's episode. So we wanted to talk about what to do when you and your partner have gone through something, some sort of crisis. It could be anything, because we know how stress and anxiety and grief and all these different things interfere with your sex life. Because we personally have been going through it. We haven't had sex in a long time.
It ain't been that long.
It's been a long time. It's been like at least 3 weeks, a month. It's been like a month. It's been a month.
It's been about a month.
Because on a personal note, we had I thought 2020 was just like the year that it was going to be like pure crap year, but 2021 it's been a little better, but it's still been rough.
It's not being shared on.
Huh?
It's not on Facebook.
It's not being shared?
No.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Put the phone down. We repost it or whatever.
We'll do it later.
Yes. So in January, when was it? I was in a car accident and hurt my back. And then
my neck, my back,
It wasn't sexy like that though. No. It wasn't sexy. So I was in a car accident. Then later on, I fell down the steps and sprained my ankle. Really? You laughing? That's funny? Yo, if you have ever sprained your ankle, that is the worst pain. I sprained it real bad. The doctor was like, dog, you should have just broke it. I was like, what? I sprained it so bad. My ankle was swollen for 2 months?
Yeah.
I was in physical therapy for 2 months with this sprained ankle. And then recently we had my father-in-law, your father, passed away. So we have been struggling with all these things: physical pain, the stress of being an entrepreneur, the stress of being married to each other, and now, and then grieving our loss that, took a toll. Do you want to say anything about your dad before we go on?
Nah, you're cool dude. I mean, it's been crazy for my family, because we lost my mother in December of 2020, and then my dad August of 2021.
Yeah.
So just like whatever that many months, 7-8 months, whatever it is. So yeah, family have been a little good, but parents are good. Parents are in much better place. They're not in pain. So, it is what it is.
Yes. So that's what's been going on in our life. So you might be like, Dad, y'all were going through a lot. So that has impacted what goes on in our bedroom so much. I don't even think I masturbated in the past 2 weeks.
I can't say the same.
When's the last time you masturbated?
This morning. When you left for work, before I got up to start doing my office stuff, before I went in the office, I rubbed one out, jumped in the shower, got dressed, went out into the office, started working, and then ran to the stores.
I can't do it. I totally have not been in the mood at all to do like anything like that. I'm gonna talk about the toy of the week later, but I just used my first toy in 3 weeks today, and it was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
All right,
so we want to talk about, this is not going to be like a whole therapy session of telling everyone what you should do.
Right.
If this happens to you, if you're going through a crisis situation, I can't tell you exactly what to do. A therapist might be able to help you, a sex therapist, all these different things. But we're going to talk about what we are going to do to try to get everything back. I think is it more me than you?
More you than me. Yeah. I think you're more sad than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. More sad.
Yeah. You've probably been more you're definitely much more emotional right now than I am. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Nicole Nikki Coates. She said, "You a mess." I agree. He is a mess. He is the worst. But I took down. I wrote. We didn't discuss what we thought we each needed. So I wrote down the things that I felt I needed to get back to this good place. You wrote no notes.
Nah, I got it right here.
Okay, you go first. What is one thing that you think could bring you back to a place where we can be intimate with each other, share that connection, have that spontaneity? No, we don't have to have this. Yeah, we got a spontaneity, but have that passion and all that. Because right now, we kind of lost it a little bit.
All I need to see is you do that little walk. Let me see you walk towards me or walk away from me. That's all I need.
It has to be something more than that.
When you tell the truth,
oh my goodness,
they don't believe you.
What are some of the things that you think that we could work on together to bring us closer?
Well, I know, so some of the stuff is that we actually started. We for me, what worked best was making time to make something like go out on date night or and try to have a conversation about just us and some fun, put some questions together. And when we had, we went on two dates and she asked me a set of questions and then we went on another date.
Oh yeah, I posted that.
Oh, see? So,
I posted on Instagram.
On Instagram? All right. Yeah. So shout out to Instagram. Follow us, heartsdesires.com. I mean, at Hearts Desires. Yeah, not the .com, just the Hearts Desires on Instagram. Also, on YouTube, like and subscribe. Go spank that bell so that way you can see all of our new videos as they come out. Oh yeah, I had to put that out there. But no, just those little things that we stick together as far as trying to communicate, trying to talk. We found ways to still be able to laugh. That worked best for me.
Okay.
That we kept trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I wrote one of the first things that I wrote down was to get back to that place of passion and intimacy and everything is to actually give myself some grace. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. I'm thinking oh my goodness, something's wrong with me. I got to get out of this funk. I got to get out of this. This is not right. I mean, I'm a sex educator. All we do is talk about sex. And I am in this mood where that is not even nowhere near, one of my top priorities. And just thinking about all that can put you further into, the funk.
Yeah.
When it comes to talking about sex. So just giving myself some grace and say, you know what? It's okay. You're going through something and it's okay to, to sit in it and to let myself feel the way that I feel. And I'm not a bad person that, I'm going through this. Sometimes we just harp on ourselves, get over it, hurry up, do all things. And we don't give ourselves a chance to go through all the emotions and go through all the things we need to do and really figure out what we need to do for ourselves to get past this point. It's just I just got to hurry up. I just got to hurry up and get past it. So that was the first thing I wrote down, giving myself some grace to actually take this time to get over, you never really get over it, but to get through what I'm going through.
Yeah. Well, I can see how some people could feel as if they are not they need to get over it fast. They need to, and even with family and friends, when they come to you and they're trying to push you, okay, we're gonna give you a little bit of grieving time, but they don't want you to get so stuck into that deep, dark depression state to where it's 10 years later and you're still not out of it. So but there is no set amount of time, but definitely, for me, I definitely wouldn't want to be in a deep, dark, depressive state for a year, for 6 months. That's just me. Normally I always find something that brings up that keeps me happy. Like every day I wake up, it's something that makes me happy, make me smile. Like some people were looking, like you said, people called you. It was like, yo, is Tony okay? Is Tony all right? Like, people call
it was your father that passed away. I mean, even though it was my father-in-law and I called him dad, people think about you and they want to know that you was okay.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because I told you one person thought that it was your father. Now I thought he was your father.
We were tight. We were super close.
Yeah, but that was my homie. He both of my parents. You know what I'm saying? I miss dancing with my mom. I miss, just talking trash with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Us joning on each other, just having good conversation. I'm definitely going to miss all of those things, but
so when it comes to intimacy, you're saying give yourself a chance to have your time. And I think sometimes even when it comes to sex, we have to people think they have to keep up the Joneses. You got to have sex 2 times a week, 3 times a week. You don't have to stick to what you see on social media, because sometimes that gets in your head. You're like, well, something's wrong with us. I saw a meme one time and it was like, if you haven't had sex this week, then y'all need to break up or something. I'm like, really? We need to break up if we ain't had sex this week?
Probably the person that created that meme don't have sex.
It was a man. I'm sure it was a man who.
No, I just see some crazy women post stuff too. Now you can't just put it on one side.
But you don't have to go at your own pace. Do what feels good for you.
Right? Yeah.
Give yourself some grace.
I'm be honest with you. You're never going to find couples. I don't care if you're however you roll, whoever you choose to have as your partners. You're never going to find a couple that is 100% the same. Everyone's going to have their own little tweak, the way that they handle things, and don't think that there's nothing wrong with it. Because, that's the best part about y'all is that you're different from everyone else. Yeah. That's why that person, your mate, likes you. That's why you like your mate, because they're different from something else that you saw. It was always something that stood out.
Yeah, so feel good about those things.
Feel good.
Number 2, one of the things I said was going to help me get to the place is getting back to taking pleasure for myself. Like I said, that I hadn't masturbated in like 3 weeks. I hadn't used a toy in like 3 weeks because I masturbated like 3 weeks ago. But I hadn't masturbated 2 weeks. I hadn't used a toy in like 3 weeks. But I had like all these things available to me to bring me pleasure, and I haven't been using them. So, and it's, to me, masturbation and bring yourself pleasure is a form of self-care. It makes you feel good. It makes me feel good knowing that I have the ability to please myself, which could also boost your mood also. And it's been shown that women that masturbate, it does help build desire for your partner and desire in general, keeping that blood flowing, keeping, the feel goods going, and learning that you're deserving of pleasure and learning what it is that brings you pleasure for yourself. All that's important for your own self-pleasure and for the intimacy with your partner. So that was one of the things on my list, because I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not having any sort of self-pleasure. Like, it has totally not been on my brain in the past, all these weeks, because I've been sad and not been thinking about it and been stressed and everything. So that was one of my things on my list, taking advantage of all the things. I have so many good things, and the boxes and boxes of good things I have. Like, and I was just like, oh my goodness, someone had purchased my CBD arousal oil and sent me a message on Facebook and was like, oh my goodness, this works so well. They had sent me a message saying that they were having issues with their partner and wanted something that was going to help them, get all the feel goods back together. And I was like, hey, try this. And they wrote me back and was like, they tried it, they loved it, and now they don't necessarily need it, but they use it just for some added pleasure. But it helped when they needed it.
Yeah.
So like this, just a couple of drops on the clitoris brings all this sexy tingling sensations to the clit, brings all the blood flow, helps with arousal. So I'm going to use this tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. I need to get back in the habit because I love self pleasure. That's something that I love to do, and I have not been doing it.
Well, I can tell you for me, that's me going out and like going out to get a massage, non-happy ending massages, of course. But thanks, shout out to all of the massage therapists. My massage therapist, she hooked me up. She always there. Always when I need the last minute appointments, she try her best to squeeze me in. But I appreciate that stuff. I appreciate like those type of things that help me like take some of the stress away. So like me for me, it's a massage. I get a massage, life is good afterwards. Like I can come back, I can go back to work, I can do all the stressful things that's there, and I could just like flow with it. Like,
so we're talking about intimacy. So all that's going to help you.
Well, that helps me get into an intimate state because I'm not so stressed. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you're so stressed out that going to a massage therapist for me is one of those things that can kind of like let me like bring my mind back to like, hey, I need to focus on my wife.
You say you were going to start giving me. We bought this massage table from Facebook Marketplace, and the person we bought it from follows us. If you're watching, hey,
thank you.
So, and we bought this massage table. Was it last year or was it this year?
Shucks, I think it was this year.
Still have not used it. It was months ago. It was months ago, and still have not used it. And that's something that what helps me also get into an intimate state of mind is having attention on me and being what's the word I'm looking for?
Pampered.
I love that. Having all the attention. I'm an attention whore. So shut up. So that's something that I need you to do, to whip out. You bought the massage table for me.
I did.
And we haven't used it.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I get all the happy ending juice off of it.
He says the person that we bought it from probably was having sex on it. I don't know.
I don't know nobody who has a massage table and didn't have sex on it. Come on now.
He might have been a massage therapist and he was using that to give massages. Like it was in a bag. It's like a full size.
Oh yeah, it was a complete
table.
set, like a beautiful set. It's definitely a beautiful set. We got it for a great, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and I love all those places. So yeah, they definitely gave us a good. He definitely gave us a good deal. And I appreciate him. So
you're going to use that, rub my CBD massage oil on me. That's online and in both our stores. You want that. So we're going to get into all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing that I have on my list that's going to help me get into a more intimate mind frame is, you touched on it a little bit, is to have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, like do stuff to have fun. Like when's the last time that we did something in your mind that was actually fun?
The most recent was just Alexandria, Virginia restaurant week.
Was that fun? That was just dinner.
No. Okay, so
when I'm saying fun, I'm talking about like an activity that we're having fun, we're laughing, we're fun. Having dinner is not fun.
No, we went out to dinner, then we walked the boardwalk. We could sit there and see like the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, and we could see the National Harbor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that was romantic. That wasn't fun.
That was okay.
So fun to me is like going to going to somewhere like they got bumper cars, or going to somewhere.
That's not fun.
So I'm saying what I need. Okay. So this is my time to say what I need.
Slim.
This is what I need to feel. To me, having fun is like when we were putting together, we built a deck on, not a deck, like I don't know what it would be, but we built out of pallets in our backyard, and we built. Would it be a deck?
Yeah, you can say a deck, a patio,
a platform. Yeah. We built a platform out of pallets, and to me, that was fun. Like we were doing it together, we was laughing, we was having a good time. So me, it's like, I guess, a fun activity. Just walking down by the water and everything, that's not fun.
Oh, okay. Well,
to me.
Yeah, to you. Yeah. So you got to be doing something in order for you to have fun. Like, or like when sometimes watching a movie and laughing.
No, that's not fun.
Or what about when we sit around and just sit back and just have conversations?
No, that's not fun. No, that's not fun. I need somebody. No. Paint nights. Oh yeah, comedy shows. Yes. something like that. We forgot to hook the TV up to the phone, so we can't see the Instagram comment.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
I'm gonna bounce away so we can help out Instagram. So we can see.
Mini golf. Yes. So, yeah. Who is saying it? 2 Score Fitness. Yes. 2 Score Fitness on Instagram is saying things that to me are fun. Like he's talking about watching a movie, eating dinner. That's not fun. Like that's something quality time, and that's something like can be borderline romantic, wherever, depending on the place, but that ain't fun. Thank you very much. So that's what I wrote down, having fun. You touched on another thing that I need for me to feel better about getting back into an intimate state of mind is, you touched on it a little bit, when we have our good vulnerable conversations where we're actually talking about things that are important, sharing things, like getting that emotional connection. Because sometimes I feel like this time that we've been sad and been grieving, we haven't really talked a lot. Like we talked a lot about, your dad and things with the, the funeral and ashes and spreading ashes. Like we talked about that, but we haven't really talked about us. Because there was other things going on.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like getting back to talking about us, pulling out our intimacy cards and writing down questions. Like you said, when I went to dinner, and when we went to dinner and I asked you the different questions and everything that we posted on Instagram, that was like more conversations like that.
Okay.
Sean talking about that's fun to him. I don't care what's fun to him.
No, I'm with you. Sean, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm like,
2 Score Fitness have been too busy with being busy. We have not. We used to do more things like that. The checking in, the saying, like, what is something that's on your mind, and just how was your day today? Just like having these conversations that, because if you don't have an emotional type of foundation to your relationship, then the real good intimacy levels are not going to come.
Yeah, I'm confused as hell, because I swear I thought that us like spending time as far as like just having dinner, having a conversation. She makes
that's not fun.
I promise you, this is gonna be
Damien, you two said she's so controlling. I am. I'm sorry. It's one of my
faults. She got me watching Jeopardy for dinner. I mean, not Jeopardy. What is it? Family Feud. I gotta watch Family Feud for dinner sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
They come on at 6:30 and they come on at 7:30. Right. So we're eating dinner.
And she wants to sit there and watch that and ask questions.
I don't like Steve Harvey, but on that show, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, after he came up with that think like a man thing, he always.
That's not what it was.
What is it called?
Oh yeah. Act like a lady, think like a man.
Yeah, once he wrote that book, he was already on my dislike list. He was messing up my game. I was still single back then.
Oh my goodness. Nicole says she agrees with me. Yes.
Of course she does.
The men are always so confused all the time. Nicole's on Facebook commenting, they're so confused all the time.
We about to come throw some water balloons at your house, I know you.
I don't know. It's so funny how we have, and this is something that I never knew, that we have such different opinions on what is fun. It's so funny. I didn't know that. So if I said,
this is very, very surprising.
This is surprising. But this is what I like. I'm finding out more things about you. And I'm finding out more ways that the way you think about stuff is whack as hell. That's what I'm realizing. Thank you guys for being here while I'm realizing this.
But this is actually a good thing, because some couples, when they find out that they're what's different, like some people get angry about that stuff, but yet still we're like, oh snap, like that's the way you think. Okay, cool. Now how do we work with it? So I appreciate you being open with, for me, I'm open with you.
I just have to be, I guess when we get to it, we have to be more specific. And I'm like, I want to do something fun. Maybe I'll give some examples.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 choices of what I want to do. I want to do something fun today. I want to do this, this, or that. And it's so funny. So my next thing that I don't do sex coaching that often anymore, but when I did have a lot of clients and did sex coaching, one of the things that I love to suggest to couples is to do something exciting together. That really brings, why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at Nicole. I saw her post. You got to find me first.
But doing something exciting. So, like when you first start dating somebody and like, you're like, ooh, I like them. I wonder how this is going to be. And you get the butterflies and you're like, you get the googly eyes and you remember I used to wear eyelashes all the time and I would bat my eyelashes off you. It's like all these different hormones are surging through your body. And over time, as you're kind of complacent, you're kind of used to the person, all the times you don't have those butterflies anymore. You don't have those googly eyes and everything like that. But something that is a tried and true fix, like it's science. This is science. That when you do something exciting, it brings all these different hormones together, like this one hormone, dopamine. So that is like the excitement one. So when you have to do something with your partner exciting. It can't be fun. It can't be romantic. It has to be like something that's going to get your heart racing, like going on a roller coaster. Or what I want to do is go to one of those. Really?
You said roller coasters. I'm out. Yeah, you
don't like roller coasters.
Cancel Christmas.
I want to go to that skydiving place, but it's indoors. It's indoors.
The indoor sky. Okay.
Because I think that would get my heart rate flowing and get my heart pumping. So things like that, things that are exciting or scary.
An extra pair of underwear.
And things that you're doing for the first time together, that helps bring all those type of feelings back in. So doing something exciting. So that's why I want to go to this. No, mini golf is not exciting. It has to be exciting.
That is exciting. It's always exciting when I win. Yeah,
How is mini golf exciting?
Okay, well how about this? How about we go to the drag strip and go take one of our cars and drive it, race it down the drag strip? That sounds like fun.
That does not. That is that.
See what I mean?
That sounds like an insurance deductible. That does not sound like. And first of all, we ain't got no fast cars.
Yeah.
We ain't got no fast cars.
Maybe not racetrack fast, but we still can do it. We can go to Test and Tune and.
But that is more of something exciting. Remember, I told you that I looked up because he likes fast cars. He likes what do you call them? Supercars.
Yeah,
is that what they're called? Supercars?
Yeah. Like Lamborghini, Porsches.
Yeah. So there was a place in, I think it was Virginia, where you can get in and ride around for like.
Right, you pay for so many laps.
You pay for so many laps or something like that. I think that would be exciting for us to do together.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
So I wrote down Sky Zone. So we're gonna also add the race car track thing.
Okay, deal.
So do something exciting.
So Sky Zone is something that will be your pick, and then race car will be mine. I mean, driving the cars will be mine.
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
And shut up. And another thing, so I wrote down all the notes. You wrote down no notes of what you needed. These are the things that I need.
Yeah.
Is it that women always need more? Is any guys on here, people that have penises, people that identify as men? I want to get everybody included. Is it anybody who has felt like they have been lacking in the bedroom department, not themselves lacking, but the connection with your partner has been lacking, and said, these are the things that I think I need? Do those people write that stuff down and come to their partners and say it?
Most of the guys I know, especially the ones who need it, don't write it down, but when they have gone to their mate, it might be, you get some people that's just not open to information, or say that they need something different. So it's always a little hostility.
I don't know. Say it again. I don't know what you're saying.
Most of the men that I know who have gone to their mates and said something like that.
Ones that have.
Yeah. To say, hey, I need more. I need more of something. I need more intimacy. I need more sex. I need more cuddling. I need more rubs or something. I need more public signs of affection, holding hands, kissing, stuff like that. I need more of that.
So is that more? Oh, so okay. So is that I need more of these things? That's what's going to make me feel good, or I need more of these things that's going to make me feel more connected to you?
Both. I think it does.
You said it so fast. You didn't think.
It's both. It helps to keep the connection going or to make the connection stronger.
But can't it be one or the other? It doesn't necessarily have to be both.
Yeah. I mean, well, it depends on the person. So sometimes it's both, sometimes it's one or the other. It just depends on the person, what they might be feeling, what they might need from their partner. For me, you know, when I sit here and I tell you, like, you be like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. To me, I know like when you say, hey, I'm going to happy hour. So yeah. When Shawty say she's going to happy hour, she ain't coming back home till like 1 a.m.
That is not true.
Yo.
Happy hour is not open till 1 a.m.
I'm just letting you know. She say she's going to happy hour. When she get to hanging out with her friends, she not coming back home.
Because we got to go to spot 1, we got to go to spot 2, we got to go to spot 3, and then I come home. So maybe like 10 o'clock.
Hey, Damien, like, let me tell you, she ain't coming home. So you might as well cancel Christmas if you want to do anything. So I know for a fact, when she say happy hour, I have to tell her, like, hey, all right, I need for you to be home by 9 p.m. or by 8 p.m. You know, so if you're going right after work, really, you know, like 2-3 hours with your friends and your coworkers, that's fine. But I need for you to be home by this time because I want to do this together. So I had to learn how to put that in play. But I'm gonna tell you, 1-2 a.m. Yo, that's when Shorty come rolling up in the house.
It's nothing open at 1 or 2 a.m.
It is. We're in DC. That's like, I mean,
it's nothing open that late anymore.
Yeah, Adams Morgan doesn't. A lot of the places doesn't close until like midnight, 1 o'clock.
He's exaggerating. So it would be maybe I start off a happy hour at 4 o'clock, and maybe I come home like 10. Because we have to hit spot number 1, 2. Like we got to hit all the drink specials, and maybe, you know, we hooking up with somebody else at a different place. It's the whole thing. So the thing that he's talking about and saying that he's giving me a curfew.
No, I didn't call it a curfew. I'm talking about, hey, we got plans at this time. I was like, hey, you can hang out with your friends, but at this time, the plans are you and I. It's not a curfew thing.
Wait, damn, you on YouTube said lock the doors at midnight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the PG County police force at this door. If I come home and the door is locked, you best believe you're gonna be on the news. You be like, they gonna say this crazy woman burnt the house down, and you gonna be like, I think I know her. She burned her own house. I'm be like, Left Eye out this joint. No, she didn't burn her own house. Left Eye burned somebody else's house.
Oh yeah, I don't think. I don't know. But shout out to all of the women, all of the people who don't burn down houses. I appreciate you guys.
But but that was something I had to get used to. That was something I had to compromise with, the whole curfew thing. Because for those that know me or watch me all this time, watch us all this time, I am very outspoken. I'm very independent. I want to do what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So it took a minute to kind of reel that back in. It took a lot. But I know that was something that was hurting our emotional connection, because that was something that really pissed you off and made you feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm joking about it, but
I know.
It's not.
He exaggerating like shit.
It used to be.
It used to be. When we first got married, I did used to come home 2-3 o'clock in the morning sometimes from hanging out. But that was my normal. That was what I was used to. So it took, because we didn't live together before we got married. We went from dating, then when we got married, then we lived together.
No,
so it was
like less than 30 days.
Yeah, it was less than 30 days.
It was like less than 30 days that we were married. I mean, that we were.
That I moved in.
We moved in together before we got married.
Yeah, it was funny because he had I lived in an apartment right off of H Street. I loved my apartment. It was right there. I used to walk out my door and go to all the bars and hang out and eat good food and meet my friends. So anyway, so we got married in April. Yes, my lease was up the end of February. So January, he's like, you might as well just move in with me now. And I'm like, nope. I rode that lease all the way out to the last day that my lease was open to move out of my apartment to move in with him. It was kind of sad giving up my independence. Now, granted, I love being married to you. I love being married. But for a while, I didn't want to be married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. We are. I mean, well, I guess, yeah, she's telling y'all that, but it's something I already know.
Yeah, I didn't want to be married. And when he asked me to, you know, be together in a serious relationship and everything, the first time he asked me, I said no. I was like, I'm trying to have a hot girl summer. Your face, if I could have taken a picture of your face that day, it'd have been hilarious.
You want a hot girl summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible. You are something else.
What are you looking at?
I want. Either way, we're good.
Okay. So I understand that I had to change some things so that I could keep you happy and you connected to me emotionally.
Yeah.
And I think that we've worked out a lot of the kinks and we had gotten to a place where everything was flowing good, and then shit happens. And we got ourselves into the place that we are now. So that's why we wanted to come on tonight and talk about it, because, you know, people look at us that we're, you know, we own the sex toy stores and we have all the things, and we probably got a dungeon and in our basement, and we probably having sex every day and stuff like that. No. Like, it just like all couples, things happen. You'll have breaks where, you know, you don't want to have sex with your partner. You'll have times where things happen. Work is really hard. You know, a parent passes away. With COVID and everything, every time I go on Facebook and Instagram, I see people, you know, RIP this person passed away. We are going through a lot right now. Still going through a lot. This has been a year and a half, something like that. I mean, we just keep going through these things, and all of this plays, you know, heavy. It weighs heavy on your relationship, and it weighs heavy on your sex life, and it weighs heavy. It's heavy on the way that you could connect with your partner because of all these other things going in the world. So we wanted to come on here and just be vulnerable and be honest and talk about the things we're going through. And this was for me was a little bit of accountability, because I wrote these things down on a paper, and I really said that I was going to do all these things, so I knew it would be beneficial. It would help us get closer together. But me saying it now, it's like, now I have to do it.
So make sure y'all stay tuned, because that means we're going to do a video vlog of us going indoor skydiving, and a video vlog of us going to riding some Lamborghinis and Ferraris, somebody else's cars that we're going to pay the rent to go around the track.
And somebody else said trampoline park. I got to look up, where's this trampoline park? Is it in DC? Yeah, trampoline park.
It's one in Montgomery County, Rockville.
A trampoline park?
Yeah.
I want to go to the trampoline park.
You want to jump and bounce? I think it's one.
Yeah, I need to put on 2 bras.
I think
when we go to the trampoline park.
I want to say it's one in Prince George's County, like over where the Chick-fil-A, the Wawa, all of those places are.
That's everywhere, sweetie.
Off of exit. It's not the Central Avenue exit, the one before Central Avenue.
Oh, exit 15. Richie
Marlboro Road. Like right over there, like if you take that little side street in between the Wawa and the Chick-fil-A, that street that goes up, going towards the post office, it's one up in there, I think.
Okay, we're going to check out the trampoline park. What's it? How many summers does someone need? Hot girl summer? A lot. Brad on Facebook said, how many summers does someone need?
Yo,
endless hot girl summers. I really thought I was going to have a hot girl summer this summer. I was ready to show out this summer. I had bought some crop tops. I am not the fittest person. I mean, you can see I am not a size 6. I was a size 10. I think I then crept up to a 14 or so. I don't know, because you can't even tell no more with clothes because all the size is crazy. But anyway, I thought I was going to have a hot girl summer and wear my crop tops and everything. Hot girl summer was canceled. COVID was like, it let up a little bit. And I was like, oh snap, let's get ready. Hot girl summer. And then it was like, psych. Nah, bring that shit back. Pack your little crop tops back up.
Yeah, and that actually has been playing I know, like, I mean, for everyone, especially like on sex, just having to deal with the pandemic, just life period can just drain your sex life sometimes. Like, you come up in just the things that everybody's going through. So I know for me, it's kind of stressful. So I don't know, but stress is sex is a stress reliever for me.
But if I'm stressed, so we're so opposite. So that's a stress reliever for you. But if I'm so stressed out, I can't even get to the sex part.
Yeah.
So to recap, the things that we're going to do, this is our accountability.
For us.
The things that we're going to do to get our sex life back on track, because it's been a month. We haven't had sex.
We haven't had sex. I haven't had no draws in a month.
Fellas,
help me.
So one of the things, so recap, number 1, we're going to give ourselves some grace and not feel bad that we not doing it. It's a reason. Things happen. Things happen to us. Yes. We're grieving. When our dad died, that was a lot. Yes. So we're grieving.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to get back to having my own self-pleasure sessions and get back to knowing that pleasure brings me happiness, and get back to using all of the good toys I have and all the good potions and serums and things I have to help me in this department. Like, there's so many things out there on the market to actually, especially if you're a woman, someone that has a vulva, to help us with in the desire category and the arousal category, and to get it going, to get us in a place that we can have the pleasure, because you deserve it. We need it. It's something that is just wonderful, and you should do it. So I'm going to get back into that place where I'm doing that for myself, because I haven't in a while.
Okay.
We're going to make a conscious effort to do things that have fun together.
Yes, because now we have a more defined, a good definition on what fun is. Yeah,
we're going to do some things that are exciting, so we can entice some dopamine flowing through our bodies and get that together. Right. We're going to take time to have more vulnerable conversations and get back to talking about our relationship more.
Yes. And
asking about each other instead of focusing on all the things that have been traumatic in our lives.
How you doing? So we can sit there.
How you doing? Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. But those are the things that we are going to work on. Oh, before we go, the toy of the week is the Rose. Everyone, if you haven't seen the Rose toy, like, you've been under a rock. So it's been viral for a long time, probably a year now. So now they're like, the Rose toys have been like Rose 2.0. Like, they like, this is that new. You like that? Oh, let me give you something even better. So this one actually has the same rose on the top, and it has I guess it's like the stem.
Yeah.
And then it goes to a vibrating egg. So you can actually use the rose on your clitoris. If you have a penis, you can use the rose on the tip of your penis, or wherever you like it. It's great on nipples. Then you can use this egg vaginally. You can use it anally. This got a long stem, so if you someone that likes sticking stuff all the way up there, this is safe for you to put anally, because this is not going to get sucked in. So this is going to stop at the base of your anus. So this is a really good toy for people that like dual stimulation. So when I used it today, I used it for the first time today. I had the egg part in vaginally. I put this in first and let that sit, and it felt really good. Some of the vibration was still coming up the stem. So I let some of this sit on my clit. And so I was kind of, getting warmed up and, and it felt really nice. I knew that was not going to make me climax, just that stimulation. So then I turned the rose part on and used that. And I didn't put it exactly on top of my clitoris because I didn't want to come real fast. This is the first time I masturbated in a long time. So I wanted to enjoy it. So I kind of put it on, and when I felt because if you have a rose, you know that it leads to fast orgasms. So when I felt like I was almost there, I took it away, but still had the vibrating egg in. So kind of edging a little bit because I didn't want it to be over real fast. So then finally, I was like, yeah, it's time. So I let myself have an orgasm, and it was great. So I really love this toy. I love toys that can do a multitude of things. So this is the Rose, we call it the Rose Clitoral Sucker and Plus Vibrating Egg. It's a long name.
The Rose Plus. There you go. Rose Plus.
But the link is in the description. You can see it there. So this is the toy of the week.
Yeah, if you go on the website, you'll be able to see it. Actually, it's a little scroll across, and it'll show you all of the highlighted products, and that's one of them.
And every week we give an audience member, somebody that's watching live on Instagram and on our YouTube, Facebook people, we give a prize. So because I am going to use my arousal oil tomorrow, I wanted to send this to somebody. So the question of the evening, first person that answers, what did I ask? Oh, name one activity that we said that we were going to try. Something either that we mentioned being fun or exciting. Any activity that we mentioned that we were going to try. And this is my CBD arousal oil on our website, and in the stores is $22.99. But we are going to send one to somebody
for free.
For free, $99.
Spark. That's right. Give you some spark in your life.
So 2 Score Fitness won it on Instagram. They got first. I'm not going to say it yet because there's a delay. YouTube and Facebook comments come in much slower than the Instagram comments. 2 Score Fitness, please. Oh, I'm pointing over here because that's where the screen is with the words. So 2 Score Fitness, send DM us with your mailing address, and we will, and your email, and we will send this out tomorrow. Yep. And Nicole on Facebook. Okay, Nicole on Facebook said trampoline, and 2 Score Fitness on Instagram said fly zone, yeah, sky zone, fly zone. Yes. So both of those are things that we said that we wanted to try. Spend some time together, do something together that we've never done before with anybody else, and then have some new experiences. So those are things that I really love that brings me closer to my partner. And Nicole, let me see my caption.
So you just DM me on Facebook.
This is my email address. Email me at Shawnee@heartsdesires.com. Your address and email so we can send you out the arousal oil. It's everything. So thank you guys for watching us. Thank you. I know we haven't been around for a long time.
Yeah, more videos are on the way, so you definitely stay tuned for that. So YouTube, you will see more posts coming up this week of different toy reviews. So those will be coming up pretty soon. So definitely like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that way you can see the latest toy reviews coming up this week. As usual, we're all freaks that get on the elevator. Only difference between us is which floor we get off on. And if you like us, you get off on every floor just to see what's going on. So as always, stay sexy, my friends.
Bye.
Doses. Hey, can we have sex since you use the rose, Slim?
I use it. No,
I got some.